Welcome back, Kindred. We're back with another Dev Diary, this time Dev Diary number 3, Neo-Noir Art Style. Hello, I'm Ben Matthews. My job is Associate Art Director in Bloodlines 2. A couple weeks ago, Sarah talked about the narrative themes of neo-noir and how it fits into our game, and now I'm here to give you the artist's perspective. What is neo-noir? Neo-noir is a revival movement of film noir from the 20th century. Artists focus on modern-day cities, painting them in bright neon lights and deep shadows. It's very moody and evokes places that harbor sinister characters. Think Blade Runner or John Wick. Subversive, dark, and threatening are all neo-noir conventions we're focusing on for our game. VTM is all of these tones, and so naturally it worked hand in hand when it came to creating the seedy underbelly of our Seattle. From locations to characters, our vision is about showing a side of Seattle at night that goes deeper than what you see on the surface. Whether it's dark cornered alleyways to roam, or interiors that host Machiavellian politics behind closed doors, neo-noir puts atmosphere and contrast at the center of its palette, and that's something that works perfectly with our vampire fantasy, and ultimately, Bloodlines 2. The haven of a vampire can be a good insight into their mind. The world of shadow versus the world of light. As an elder thrust into a modern and unfamiliar world, we're playing on all of the visual elements of neo-noir to paint a picture of Seattle through the eyes of our vampire. Contrast is very important to this visual identity in lots of different ways. A classic of neo-noir is light and dark. We use this to split the world into two. Vampires inhabit the dark. It's a place you need to use for safety. But dark places feel more dead because of this. The darkness becomes the place where we feel the most secure, the most in tune with the world around us. You need to be able to see where you're going, even in the dark. So that's why we've used a very cold color palette for these places. That lets us use warm colors to add life to the rest of the world that's lit up. Humans live in the light, and because you need to maintain the masquerade, that makes the light more dangerous for you. Whether it's delving into the depths of Seattle's nightlife, or stalking your prey for the next feed, leaving the darkness and entering the light, warm, human world should be a calculated risk, but one we ultimately need to take. Vampire senses are stronger than a mortal person's, so we have a very vibrant style juxtaposed between the dead vampire world and the dangerous, energetic human world. All of these elements are accentuated in neo-noir's unique use of color and tone. The changes between light and dark have always been sudden and stark. No neo-noir world would be complete without an eclectic mix of miscreants and personalities. The characters we meet throughout the game themselves have of course also taken a lot of influence from neo-noir aesthetics, each having their own visually striking home in Seattle, creating a world of vibrancy and contrast. Seattle by night. It's not a one-to-one scale replica, but we've created our Seattle by spending a lot of time researching with Google Earth, maps, and real-life visits. We haven't taken things verbatim, but we have tried to capture the soul of the city and give it a vampire skew. The focus is on creating a world that lives in between the living world, dark places just outside the streets, and high rises of the living world. We also looked at other American cities like New York and San Francisco. References on alleyways, pipes, and fire escapes have helped us make it feel lived in. Snow is a big feature of the city's look. It organically changes the shapes and feels of streets, rooftops, and buildings. It fills the air around you to create a beautiful mood. Noir is famous for its rain, but we love the look of how it covers everything. Inspirations. We're always learning about art of every type. Movies, books, fine art, and even dance have given us inspiration. Neo-noir photography and cinema visuals have been big influences. Whether it's Nicholas Miller's eerie elemental cityscapes, or the visions of cultures hidden in plain sight in movies like John Wick and the works of Nicholas Winding Refn. We've worked hard on painting a picture of a dark, otherworldly underbelly hidden in the recesses of modern Seattle. Nicholas Miller's work focuses a lot on the environmental atmosphere and the effect weather can have on people to make impactful images. We're leveraging Unreal Engine 5's atmospherics in the same way, creating dense scenes thick with warm glows and cold spotlights. Snow and fog play a large part of that in our Seattle, helping to create layers of texture and visual storytelling. Next Dev Diaries in 2 weeks, we will be talking about creating concept art. Well, there you have it, Kindred. We have our new Dev Diary, and it sounds like we'll be getting another one in 2 weeks. I'm excited to see the concept art. I just actually finished watching the John Wick movies. I had never seen them before, and I will say the atmosphere they provided for certain scenes was quite dark and gritty. So I'm a bit excited to see how they can implement that with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines too. I'm hoping that we'll get that same type of dirty, grungy, damp, gross underbelly as they're describing here in this diary. So, until next time, Kindred, this has been Malicious Corpse, and if you enjoy this content, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more from me, consider subscribing. Thank you again, and as always,
Maggots love you, but not as much as I do. Love, your malicious corpse.
hello, I'm Ben Matthews. My job associate, art director. No neo-noir world would be complete without What is neo-noir? Neo-noir is a revival movement of film noir.